On the morning of September 11th, 2001, I was alone in a recording studio, working on a project for a college music class. When I finally left around noon, the hallways were filled with students crowded around televisions. I was trying to make my way through the crowd to see what everyone was looking at when my friend Jasmine came running around a corner. She asked me if my dad was okay. I didn't understand what she was talking about. "They hit the Pentagon," she said. I turned around and faced a television screen filled with smoke and saw the shape of the Pentagon briefly behind it. My dad worked there. In that moment, I fell to the ground, unable to fully believe what was happening. My emotions seemed to unravel in thousands of different directions. Was my dad alive? Why had this happened? How were my mom, brother, and sister? It was the single most difficult moment of my life. After an hour of busy signals and broken connections, I finally got through to my dad. He was okay. He was about a third of the building length away from the point of impact. This is the background story behind the most personal project I did at Portfolio Center. Portfolio Center is known for its infamous design history class, taught by the president of the school, Hank Richardson. The class meets at 5:30 a.m. a couple of times every week and usually extends well into the afternoon. One of the final deliverables is a chair, and over the years, students have created hundreds of unique conceptual designs. For my initial research, I drew the atomic style of design out of a hat. So I related this back to the only time war and violence has ever seemed real to me, my experience on September 11th. The initial concept was actually composed of several strips of ripped electric tape. This led to more questions, more sketches, miniature models, and even a full-size model made out of cardboard and duct tape. Eventually, I went to Andrew Crawford, a local iron sculptor, to have the 150-pound metal chair fabricated. So after 3 months of 5:30 a.m. presentations and refinements, sitting in my chair for the first time was an amazing experience. The chair is called Impact. 5 spires rise up from a central location at the base, representing my different emotions from seeing the Pentagon attack. The form also resembles an airplane, and the 5 extensions represent the 5 sides of the Pentagon. The reflective middle, the actual seat, is the resolution of the piece. It connects the spires together and puts the viewer right in the middle of the emotions, leaning back and looking up towards the sky. So while the chair may look violent and jarring from a distance, when seated you have a different perspective. It's here where reflection resides, the rational thinking in the middle of raw emotion. I didn't want this to be a passive monument to that day, but instead an experience that will differ from person to person. So while this was the most demanding and challenging project I did at school, it also turned out to be one of my favorites. At the very least, it's a tangible realization of a personal story that I hope I never forget.